That video is dope. I like that. That's good.
Jason's like, what the fuck is happening right now? This is the first time. You're the first one that's seeing these. I just did them all last night, so it's new.
Perfect.
It's cracking me up
Awesome.
too.
I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, is that? I'm like, is that LeBron James? I don't even know. Oh gosh.
This segment is not brought to you by Liquid Death, by the way. We are not sponsored by them, but we would like to be. If anybody knows anybody up at Liquid Death, hit us up. So,
Have you had the liquid death yet, Jani?
No, what is it?
It's water. It's just their marketing is absolutely genius. I know you're a fan of marketing and branding. I'm telling you, check out their website and just basically murder your thirst. The black cans are sparkling water. The white cans are regular water. They're trying to death to plastic bottles, so that's why the cans.
So good.
Totally.
Awesome.
But it's a little better than normal sparkling water because it's carbonated like a beer. So the bubbles are smaller. So it's like more drinkable. All right. Serato
Nice.
top 5.
We could go 1 through 5, or you can go 5 through 1, and however you want to do it.
Because I primarily do private events, Danza Kuduro.
Love that. It's a great one.
Yeah.
Do you play the English version, the Akon English version, or are you playing the all Spanish one?
Both. The one I have is actually an intro edit that's been like reworked and kind of rephrased.
Yeah. No, it's a jam. I play it. It's really high on my list as well.
I play it all the time too. At the club, at the bar. I feel like it's a good up-tempo song.
If I was to go with another one of like a staple, which I feel like is a great song just to like take the temperature of a room, especially if you're doing privates or corporate more than anything. But you can have fun with it if you get into like a weird right turn moment. It's a great anchor song, but it's a classic. Is "I Want You Back" by Jackson 5. That's
one of my favorite songs.
It's a great doozy to drop random.
You made a blend that I play all the time as a 24 karat magic with that. Are you referring to the original? Which version of the original? Because I have the discotheque one that I play. I know Scooter did a pretty awesome one, and there's a Z Trip one.
There's actually I feel like that song has so many like different and interesting edits. I'm talking about like straight up OG record version, start from cold version, but I like Scooter's edit of that. He's got a great edit. I definitely like the discotheque edit is like more party. It's more like it drops a little bit hotter. And the 8-track version is like it's more like wavy, which is cool. But there's a lot of like even like troppy edits and Moomba edits. I did another edit of, I think I put on DMS a while ago, but I don't know if it's there anymore. It's Jump You Back. So I use like crisscross jump with I Want You Back, and it's like just a hyper blend of a lot of stuff. I use that, like I made that a while ago. It kind of like
that's a sample, right?
It twists a lot of different directions. You know, I took like something that like Diggs did, and then I like made my own version of that, and then I like extended it, and I'll have to share with you boys just so you have it. It's a classic, but it goes good because like people don't expect it, and then it's crisscross jump, and people are like, "Wait, what? Like, what is going on?"
I Want You Back's good. I play that all the time in a lot of different places as well. So I think that's a good one.
Number 3 would be This Is How You Do It, and I have like a Stendamix edit from like way back when that I like carved up and cut down a little bit that I use. So it's got like a heavier beat into like this is how we do it. Like I feel like that's another one. I hate to throw just all like classic shit out there, but like those tracks like hit like Aunt Sarah and Uncle Bill, and they also hit like younger people with the throwback stuff, you know?
No, totally. It's good because some of these haven't been mentioned yet by other people too, and it's funny to like what some people have mentioned and what they haven't, and these are all great.
4 would be Respect, Aretha Franklin, and I have a redrum that I did that I never share with anyone that I use all the time. That's really dope. That's a staple because I feel like in the private event space, even the corporate space, you can like rip into that. And the cool thing about that specific edit, which I probably should share, is has like a cool like beat intro, so it's easy to mix into, and then it just drops, but it doesn't even get into the RESPECT. It's already like out by then, so it's like a good segue. Like you're just dropping like the first verse really, and then you're out, and it's a good like get the girls moving and singing, especially if you're doing privates. Cause I feel like that too works for like Aunt Sarah and Aunt Karen. They love that song. Got to keep Aunt Karen happy.
I do love that song. I play that all the time. It's a great bridge, especially for the BPM it's at to, mix those lower BPM oldies into the higher ones.
And the final, I would say, is Dance with Somebody. And I feel like that song has been done so many different ways by so many different people. But if I just take the edit that I'm using out, I feel like there's like progressive edits, there's tech house edits, there's the commercial We Found Love edit that like Scooter and Dave did and all that. But there's so many other like really good edits of that song that I feel like that song just always ends up in a set. Even if I try not to play it, like people are asking for it. I can't get away from that song. It's like that and Give Me Everything. I wish they both would die. And even I Love It by Econopop. Like those songs, like three of them, I feel like I will do whatever I can do to drive the car the other way. People just pull it right back there. You got that, Whitney? I'm like, shut up. Pick a different song by Whitney, please. Like, and I love Whitney, but that song I just feel like everywhere, all the time. Everyone plays it. And everyone plays the same variations of it. So I've like made edits of some of those songs myself that I'd never sprinkled out there because I just don't want everyone to have the exact same edit that I was using, because like if you're gonna play the song, try to make it a little bit different,
Totally. I mean, that's part of the beauty of the editing is you want to bring it in and you want to use a track and the way that you use it so you don't sound like everybody else. And Drew and I always talk about on the show how, yeah, you might be able to find a lot of our edits and stuff we make on the website, but we have tons and tons of edits, and I'm sure you do too, that you just don't give out because they're your personal show edits. And that's what helps keep me sound like me and Jason Jani sounding like Jason Jani. So
Yeah, and like even sometimes like you'll like even if I'm doing a mix or I'm working in like Ableton, I'll like stumble on something and I'm like, yo, that would be good this way. I'm in the middle of one project, so I'm like right turn off into like the rabbit hole of like trying to work something out that I like caught an idea with. And then I'm like, all right, I'm going to keep this, and I shelf it and I'll use it whatever. And then I just sprinkle it out there after. You know what I mean? Like it's like
Yep.
afterwards, like after you use it for a little while, you're like, all right, I got to get rid of this because like if I don't, this is going to become a crutch forever. So let's give it out,
totally. So that was number 5.